Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Nitrostorm here, welcome back to Revived Witch. So, this is day 5 of Path Not Taken. So we're up against the White Bear Hervoraltar again, and let's take a look at his modifiers this time. So, this time around, it increases both physical and magic defense, so it's not going to be as easy as the usual ones, as well as increasing its own max HP, and last but not least reduces Doll's healing and shield effectiveness by 80%. So fortunately there's not any order gauge effectiveness, so we'll first do something like this. So we clear combat in 180 seconds with everything basically maxed, and considering our attack stat is not hindered at all, we're going to be using our magic team again, because Maya is basically your all-in-one package. It deals magic damage as well as reducing the magic defense of the enemy. So we'll go ahead, give her the preset equipment. These are total stats. The gear that I do have, you could say, is pretty invested on, but it'll be something to work towards, I guess. And then this is her gear. The toenail, I just focus on as much attack as possible. And then for Doran, just give her some decent gear, and anything would work on her, to be honest. Firstly, we're going to be using her in free auto. And then let's try this out. So the first aim is to just get a baseline going, of course, and seeing how far we can get. Okay, hold on a minute, my equipment storage is full. Alright, so I just fixed my inventory, and as I've mentioned earlier, we're going to be setting up a baseline with everything maxed with 180 seconds combat time. And this will be our team, and we're on free mode. So first things first, we ensure that we wait a little bit, and then for the skills we do S1 and S2 on Doran, and then during Arcana Burst we will have S1 on Maya with the occasional S2 on Doran to get the critical damage buff from her S2. And of course we don't want to make it so that the Doran S2 is used too often, but it's there just in case. And we will update manually over time. Alright, so far so decent. S2 on Doran. Keep it up with Maya. Alright, so we are being hindered a little bit due to the stunning of this bear, which is definitely causing a hindrance in terms of our performance. Alright, so from the looks of it, we don't seem to be doing that great right now, which is pretty sad, actually, as we're hardly causing a dent to the bear right now. So I think it's best for us to actually give up on this run. Yes, alright. That's unfortunate, this one's our hardest one yet to date. Alright, let's take a look at what they did in the rankings. So, most of them have mainly went for Amanami, Maya, and Sasivi, which I do not own which I do not own Amanami and Sasivi for the most part. Now we do have a second squad here, but however their Salania is maxed out with unique equipment, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. Just looking through each one just to see if there's any lucky break we could do, and from the looks of it I don't think it's going to be possible. Well, I don't have Matvive either, so let's not look at that one. Still okay. Technically speaking, we are in a bit of a bind, so I don't think we can afford to do 4 point. No, we can't afford to do 5k score, which is, you know, kind of sad, but we'll have to make do with this somehow. Okay. Let's see here. What about another way to get 5k points? So we'll do 90 seconds clear. No, we'll do 4.9k. So 90 seconds. They have a little bit less magic defense. And then while it's less than this but maxed, if this will be the key to make it possible, then why don't we give it a try? So just double checking on the gear that we have, just in case our Maya, for example, is not being nerfed in damage, for example. Okay, let's see, it seems to be fine. Alright. Right. S1, S2 on Doran. And then another S1 here, and S2 on Doran there. Or not. We could do S1 on Maya then. And refreshing. So now the aim is a little more strict now. We need to get to around the halfway mark, around the 45 seconds, but this might be more difficult to achieve than intended. Well, this is where you would have to think about how to adapt to this boss. Perhaps my magic team isn't actually that good in terms of fighting this boss because of the stunts that it's doing. So I'll have to completely change up my strategy. Alright, go to this, path not taken, white bear. So we'll go back to 180 seconds. Something like this, but then lower the physical defense, perhaps by 2000. And we'll be using our physical team. Alright, just ensuring that our other characters are built, except for Solania. We'll fix that. And now we'll be going with, default mode. There we go. 180 seconds. Alright, fingers crossed. So we'll wait for a little bit and then start the auto. And then hopefully the speed at which we are dealing damage to the white bear should be good enough. So technically speaking, now that our Catherine is covering for all the damages, our team should be mostly safe from the stun. But it seems like it doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, so I will update you guys around the halfway mark in terms of time, as it is 180 seconds clear. Alright guys, just an update. As you can see, we are actually struggling really bad against this white bear. So we have to formulate another strategy, and we'll have to go from there. So we'll retreat. So this next idea is essentially no time limit, max out everything, and then see how long that takes. And then if we can improve it any further. So we'll still be using a physical team. However, we're going to be using it with, let's say, let's go with metamorphosis, right? We'll change things up because we can for the most part. So Yui, Metamorphosis, and Toenail, followed by some extra Salt Stone, and there we go. So we'll auto equip, of course, with the as good of a gear as possible. Oh, I need to switch that for sure, and this one for sure, and then that's fine. And then for Metamorphosis, okay, looks like we have a slight clash. Apologies. Let's just go with this one. And then Toenail should be built. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start this and set it on full auto. So we're going to be here for a really long time, so I'll skip to where we're nearly done. Alright, so as you can see from the time, I basically made the biggest mistake of my life. And as you can see, we've done it in over 500 seconds combat time, which is very depressing. Now, what that does entail is that, see, I just wanted to see if a Yui comp would work, and it didn't, but I just decided to let it play out anyway. So, we have got a few things we can do here. So, for the most part, we're struggling really hard against this guy, probably because of the high defense and the high HP. And so, the best score that we can get for now is 4.7k. Now, considering we have one more daily, and we have the weekly to worry about, we need to obtain about 11,300 score. Now, if we just take a look at the maximum score we can get from this guy, and be a little bit strict on what score we could get, so 7.7k. So 7k in terms of these requirements, and 6.7k without. So let's assume 6.7k score. Now, if we do 6.7k score, that will bring out our total score to 30,400, which is pretty decent because we would only need to obtain 4,600 score on the next daily, which we can potentially do, fingers crossed. So, I think I'll just end the video here because I did struggle a lot fighting this guy, and I'm missing certain characters, so I'll just have to accept the 4.7k score, but I will update the comments. I'll add a pinned comment if I do manage to improve my score. In any case, hopefully you guys, enjoyed this video, I guess, but sincere apologies as I am unable to improve on this 4.7k, which is essentially the bare minimum. If you guys got any more questions regarding Path Not Taken, do let me know down in the comments below. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.